The harsh winter weather that we have been living through has wildlife officials in the area concerned about the deer herd. Fox 11's Ben Krumholtz brings us more.
I just want to give these deer a little help to hopefully make it through the winter.
Cutting down 3 to 4 cedar trees a day, John May is being proactive in protecting the deer on his town of Brussels land.
I don't want to go ahead and cut big openings or thin it out too much, because this is what they call a thermal cap. This is probably 10 degrees warmer in the cedars because of the cover than it would be like out in the hardwoods.
May is taking initiative after finding more than 20 dead deer last March between his property and his neighbors.
And most of those were the young deer, the fawns from the previous year.
The DNR is also concerned, but wildlife officials say it's a few weeks away from when they typically start finding dead deer.
But the question is the temperatures we're dealing with this year causing them to burn up their fat reserves faster than they would in a normal year.
No matter the concern level, the DNR recommends you avoid providing extra food for deer, especially if it's grain.
To be honest, there's as much of a downside as a potential upside, and you can end up doing more harm than good by putting food out at this time of the year, especially if they haven't been exposed to supplemental feeding all year long.
If winter continues at this pace, the DNR says it could affect next hunting season.
Here we've got about 15 inches.
May prepared last season, taking down more antlerless deer than normal.
Try to reduce the deer herd and make it easier for these deer to get through the winter, as well as maybe get more growth coming back in some of these poplar areas in some of the hardwoods.
As for the rest of winter, May says he'll continue to do what he can to keep the animals safe. In the town of Brussels, Ben Krumholtz, Fox 11 News.
DNR officials say this winter could still be better on the deer than last year. They say it all depends on the weather in February and March.